RV park. A little bit older, but definitely comfortable. I'm going to show you the cabins first. They're really old. We didn't camp in the cabins, we camped in a tent. That'll be the last part of the loop. If you were going to camp, you turn left instead of right. This is headed towards the river at the bottom of the bluff. Although these cabins look pretty run down, they're actually pretty efficient and clean on the inside. Quite a walk to the river from here though, probably 200 yards. All the roads are gravel and rock. Most of it's drivable on car and motorcycle though. That's all hiking out in there. All of these come with a barbecue pit. Beautiful scenery. This is March the 15th weekend, 2014. 81 degrees yesterday, low 70s today. Wind, as you can tell underneath the tree, is kind of brisk today, but it usually dies down in the evening. We're approaching the river bottom now. This is where the swimming area and the major fishing takes place. Although there's deep holes throughout the river, this is one of the most congregated spots. Down towards the camping, it's more isolated. Many rainbows saw in the river. There's also a place right down there where you can drive along the river if you have a truck. I wouldn't recommend it in a car. An SUV or a truck, you should be good to drive along the river though. You can go quite a long ways. Don't worry about firewood, but as you can see, there's plenty of firewood on both sides of the river. More on the other side if you can get across. Although this looks like a good camping area, the one downside we recognized last night was there was loud music, a lot of drinking going on. We don't really mind it, but if you mind it and you don't go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, this wouldn't be a bad place. The music finally went off about 1:30 last night and it got really quiet. It was peaceful. Nobody got out of line. Very nice, relaxed atmosphere. The people that run it live on site. As you can tell, this is very nice and shaded. Even in the summer, it should be okay. But it's highly congested. We're going to head towards the camping area now where we camp. And as you can tell, there won't be many people over there. And that's what we prefer, a little isolation. Although you don't have the running water where we're taking you to, it's within 50 yards. The restroom, being that we were down on that end, wasn't used as much as these were. Although they were old, they were efficient, plenty of hot water, cleaned daily at least once. This is called the Oak Grove. Where we were staying is the pecan bottom. There's wild pecans growing all along the bank line. We're approaching another primitive camping area, although it does have water. This is called the Mesquite Grove. Some of these sites do have electricity. A little bit too congested for us. These are all electrical and water campsites. Very nice, overlooking the river. The river's pretty shallow right here. But there's 2 or 3 different pools. They give you ample places for to swim. There's some shallow pools that's safe for the kids. Nice, clean, clear water. You can see one of them right there overlooking the bank line. I'll pull in here and let you take a look down in the river bottom where I was talking about where the kids can go swimming a little bit safer. Keep an eye on them a little bit better. People were bringing their barbecue pits down here yesterday. Very nice, laid back, relaxed campground. During the summertime, they've got a slide that they put in to go into the Blue Hole. They hadn't had it. That's the road that you can drive down to get to the Blue Hole. You can tell, very accessible, very friendly to the campers. They did have a hay ride last night with the animals. I'll take you by there on the way out of the park. Show you some of that. You can tell it's a little bit older. That's the restroom we used right there. Very clean. As you can tell, it's a little bit older, but it was well taken care of. I would say bring a camp stool with you because there are no benches. Sure, in the summertime this place gets pretty busy, but down here on the end you can tell there's plenty of room. It's stretched out along the river. That's a nice place right there on the river. Water's about 2 foot deep, nice and easy to swim in. This is where we decided to set up camp, down here on the very end of the loop. Overlooking the river and the bluff, very private, very secure. No one messed with us at all. Had a great night's sleep. This is the more primitive campsites. I'm not going to take you down there because it's just about this right here. There's trees lining the river all the way around. It's pretty large. Probably handle 300 campers, so you should have no problem finding a campsite. The Frio, unlike most of the rivers over here, is not so frigid you can't get in it and enjoy it. Yesterday it was 81. The water was beautiful, nice, cool. It did actually get pretty warm yesterday, and the river was a nice welcome. This is the road you would come in at late at night. You were coming into camp. It's your first left, brings you alongside the corrals and the pens. That way you won't disturb everybody. The people on check-in don't rush you to check in. They don't harass you. They don't give you a hard time. Matter of fact, since we didn't get in until after midnight, about 2:30 in the morning, the lady let us stay 2 nights for the price of 1. Very, very easy to get along with people. Very, very friendly. She was very busy, but she took time to answer my questions. I was very impressed with her hospitality. Beautiful little campsite. Bring your porta-shade because the mesquites do not bring much relief from the sunshine. Many deer right through the campground last night. Walked right down by the river while we were camping. We had the pleasure of a full moon last night, so it was an absolutely great weekend to come to Uvalde and the Chalk Bluff RV Park. So laid back to Horace when we kept him pen. He just kind of wanders around, stays over here. People were petting him all day yesterday, feeding him, having a good time. Give some of the younger kids an experience of seeing, llamas and small goats and stuff like that. We're pretty familiar with it. The thing about a llama, right in its face, just take my word on it. Experiences, I've seen it happen. Donkeys, small goats, the larger people out here, everybody's friendly, like I said, it's not the only downfall in the late music last night. There's plenty of activities, badminton, horseshoes, all kinds of horseback riding, bumming, slide. Definitely worth riding out. Solitude, kayaking. They have kayaks and small boats. You can bring your own. You can put in right by the campsite and make a big loop. It's really, really enjoyable. I'd highly recommend it. If you're wanting something, if you can deal with it being a little bit older and not have to have the hot tub and the swimming pool, then I would highly recommend this. It's right down our alley. It's far enough away. It's in Leakey, Texas. When you come through, the easiest way is Highway 90 to Uvalde. When you get to 83, turn north. You're going to go about 3 miles over the little overpass, turn left on 55. And it's 14.1 miles from 83. Real easy to find even in the middle of the night because if you're coming down, there's one highway marker that you come to. It's the first highway marker.